Well, I had two choices tonight, and both of them relating to similar things. But I'm going to really go out tonight. I'm really going to push it out tonight.
Okay.
I was going to be very sort of vanilla generic, and you would have gone down, what is that? But tonight instead, I'm bringing game. I'm bringing prediction.
Okay.
I'm bringing prediction of domination.
It's of football, right? Because if it's another sport, I really can't help you.
No, really.
Okay.
I would never do that. No, not in this section. I did toy with some food-related one, but tonight I'm sticking with football.
Food's fine. Any sort of other one. FIFA World Cup, I'd be like, I don't know.
After the Myles Garrett trade, and given the strength of what Seattle already are,
yes,
and given how strong that San Francisco always seem to be no matter what, the NFC West will win 3 of the next 5 Super Bowls.
Do you remember when we were doing, at the start of last year, we were doing all of the different divisions, and like we bought that stat, I can't remember which one of us did, where the NFC West had won the most Super Bowls,
yeah,
in the last 20 years by like a ridiculous percentage. So yeah, I could 100% get behind that, because the Rams are going all in, and they seem to actually work when they go all in, because it works last time.
When they got rid of Goff and they bought in, and I almost went Rams 3 out the next 5, as in like a Chiefs-style dynasty. But Matthew Stafford's not going to be around long enough.
No, I also think sometimes they need a retooling, like a re-energizing year, because they go all in, and that's quite tiring. So I'm not sure if they are sort of that team that can repeat that.
No, I'm not sure if the Seahawks are set up to repeat this year.
I think because you've got a big question mark at offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
He comes over from he's the tight ends coach, I can't remember his name, but he's tight ends coach for the 49ers for years, and now he's come over to the Rams. Hasn't called offense before, so that's always interesting. Sam Darnold, you don't know if it was a one-hit wonder sort of situation or if he is actually good. So I think the Seahawks is interesting because not sure.
I think when you look at Darnold, though, he's had 2 14-win seasons.
Yeah.
So he's gone back-to-back. 2 different teams.
Has JSN.
Yes.
So both seasons he's arguably top 5 wide receiver.
And if Charbonnet is back, that's going to
and
bring play action hard into it.
Notre Dame running back.
Oh, God. Not Jeremiah Love.
It's
Jadeveon Price.
Price is a
Price. Yeah, Jadeveon Price, but we don't know. I mean, obviously Love got so much press that do we really know how good Price is? But I
would say that the Rams will win the first Super Bowl of your 3.
Yeah.
I'd say Seahawks could potentially do another, and then I'd say the 49ers last, because I think the 49ers have reached the tail end of their talent, because they're all quite old and
very injury prone. It didn't matter how injured they were last year.
But they ran out. They just
did run out. The line kind of ran out of players to just keep pulling off the line. And of course, Brock Purdy has been known to be a bit injury prone, and we don't know what the Cardinals are going to be. There's a rebuild there. Obviously, Gannon's gone. Do
you want to go all in and say the Cardinals will win one of your 3 Super Bowls?
I don't know. You're going to have to see what the build looks like this year. Obviously, they've still got quarterback issues. Because still payment issues.
What LaFleur brother do you think is going to win the Super Bowl first? The Green Bay Packers or the Cardinals, LaFleur?
I reckon it could be neither.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I reckon it could be neither. I'm only just interested in the Cardinals because, you look at the AFC West. Can the Raiders become?
It's about what do
you know what I mean?
Ravens
if the Raiders start to become competitive, that division could also go on a winning, 3 of the next 5 without Kansas.
If all 4 teams become really good, they all cannibalise
each other.
None of them
That's
works.
Right. They end up at 12.
If you look at
12 seed, and then they end up at the 4th seed.
Besides the NFC West, if you look at most Super Bowl winners actually come out of divisions that aren't very good.
And people and it's only happened 5 times, 6 times. Repeat. Yeah. It's hardly ever happened, right? And there's a reason. I mean, what is it? Kansas, Patriots, Broncos. There's not many that have done it. So, but I've got a feeling the NFC, when I look at it, again, you've got kind of Chicago and Detroit and Green Bay and Minnesota punching each other out.
I don't think Green Bay's in it at the moment.
No, but they're competitive enough that they could destabilise one of those over a one-off game. So I look at the NFC and you look at the South. I don't think there's a Super Bowl winner in the South at the moment. We've looked at the North, and looked at the West, and so
the East.
Then you've got the NFC East, right? And you go,
Cowboys, Eagles.
Yeah. The Eagles there seems to be a Sirianni problem going on at the Eagles. The Cowboys, everyone today after the Knicks won, everyone's going, you look at the two biggest franchises in like their sports. The Knicks are huge. They'd sell for like $12 billion if someone wanted to buy them. And the Cowboys is probably... People were kind of talking then about the Cowboys.
I don't know much about basketball. And if you think basketball, the first team I think of is the Lakers. It's not the Knicks.
The Knicks are a hugely historic franchise.
Yeah, but it's the Lakers.
But you look at the Knicks, they're enormous, right?
But
they're enormous.
The Lakers are the Cowboys of the NBA.
But then you look at the Cowboys and they're enormous, but they've never been able to do it over the last 20, 25 years either. So you've got these historic franchises. And when the Knicks won it today, I was listening to some radio on the way over and people are going, got to be the Cowboys next, surely. They're the next big franchise. But I'm not sure they're tooled for it. And I think that the Dak window is kind of like...
Oh, the Dak window is starting to close because he'll retire soon.
Yes. So... Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, what do you reckon the NFC West is the strongest division in the NFL?
I would say it's the best coaching, and yeah.
Oh, that's a big claim.
Well, I think it is because Sean Payton is just a general manager coach, so he's not actually doing anything.
But Payton.
And then Andy Reid is one of the best coaches. Raiders coach Kubiak, who knows, never been a head coach before.
But Harbaugh, who has a phenomenal NFL record, phenomenal college record.
Yeah, NFL win really bad. That's what I always find interesting.
Look at his record before he came back.
No, but always
still
find interesting.
Record.
The 49ers end of Harbaugh was not good. Like those 2 years, it was not like it went really far down quite quickly on Harbaugh. Just what I always find interesting. I feel like people forget that.
And apart from a couple of like silly losses, they should have really won that division. They were in control of that division, and then Denver they were like,
yeah.
So when I look at the two strongest divisions, I think the Wests are probably the strongest in their conferences.
I would say the hardest one, though, still by far, is the NFC North, just for the fact where they're located and they have to play outside in the cold. Because when you have to play in Chicago and when you have to play in the Packers, I think those are two very difficult locations to go into and win a game.
Oh, horrific, right?
Like, really bad.
Well, it's like trying to go to Buffalo in New England, right? It's like...
So that's why I always think, because, you're on the West Coast.
But if you're talking the North, then you got to talk the other North, right?
Yeah.
I mean, going to win at the Ravens, the Bengals, the Browns... The Steelers. I mean, that's a...
They're very hard environments to win in. So I always think, when people are like, oh, what's the more difficult? I'm like, well, how are you talking about this in difficulty way? Are you talking about it in the team build? Are you talking about it in the organisation? Are you talking about it just in the general conditions? Because they're bloody brutal conditions in the NFC North.
I mean, I look at the AFC North and I go, they're all capable of beating each other, but I don't think they're as good as the AFC West.
Oh, no, and I wasn't even saying the AFC North were up there. I'm just saying, location-wise, they're very difficult.
Yeah.
And then by far the worst stadium to play in is Lincoln Field in Philadelphia.
Oh.
There's absolutely no absolute worst stadium. There's really no question or qualms about it. That is by far the worst. And almost
Is that because of the aggressive nature?
It's because of the aggressive nature. It's because of what the players. It's just that. So I think that's not great. And then when it's cold there, it's also not fun. Because it turns into slush a lot. It's like slushy snow.
Yeah, they had a playoff game like that last year, wasn't it? It was horrendous, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But then you look at...
They had the whiteout game as well.
Yeah, you look at what's that? Foxborough, that's miserable. Mm-hmm. And so is the Bills. Oh. Then
the Bengals stadium's also terrible.
Yeah.
And that's also in part due to the fact that the ownership doesn't put any money into the stadiums. The stadium's also not in great condition.
No.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, I personally think they've got that ability to be a dominant division. I just don't know what the Chiefs are going to do.
They already have been.
Well, they have from the history, but, moving forwards.
Because even if you look at it from, 2015 onwards, they were very, dominant. Because 49ers were in multiple Super Bowls, Rams were in multiple Super Bowls, so yeah. The Seahawks, if you go back just slightly further to 2012, they were in multiple. Like, they've been in Super Bowls for most of the last 20 years.
I think the big question is going to be over the Chiefs, like what Patrick Mahomes is going to come back. I mean, they've taken an enormous gamble, having not seen him play after that injury, to offer him $500 million.
I think it was a good business decision.
Oh, it's a great decision if it works.
I think it'll work. He's Patrick Mahomes, yeah. He's got that psycho gene.
Yeah, but you can only get hit so many times, right?
I know, but he's got that psycho gene. He's got that Tom Brady sort of, that only some players, or like Cristiano Ronaldo. There's just certain people who have a different mentality that will make the sacrifices. Yeah.
I need to get the Patrick Mahomes diet, and maybe I should try that. So anyway, that's our show. We didn't even get to the cards.
That's all right.
Oh, they'll be back next week. So, as we said at the start, get on our socials. Please follow, subscribe. You'll get a whole raft of cool stuff, including me twerking to DT. So anyway, that concludes our show. My name's Darran Lees.
I'm DT.
And that's it for another week, and we look forward to your company next Monday night.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to get more great content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and you'll be first to get access to everything. Anyway, for now, we'll see you at the next down.